Most people look at a fisheye lens and think it is just a one-trick pony for skate videos or weird, distorted portraits. But this piece of glass from Canon is actually a lot more versatile than it gets credit for. When you pick it up, you immediately notice that signature L-series build quality. It feels dense, solid, and ready to take a beating, which is exactly what you want when you are shoving a camera into tight spaces or shooting right in the middle of the action. The weight is substantial enough to feel professional, but it is not going to break your wrist after a long day of shooting. What really makes this thing stand out is the zoom range. Most fisheyes are locked into one look, but being able to toggle between 8 and 15 millimeters changes the game entirely. At the wide end, you get that classic full-circle look that feels like you are peering through a peephole into another dimension. Zoom into 15, and it fills the frame, giving you that massive, sweeping diagonal view that makes architecture or landscapes look absolutely epic. The autofocus is snappy and quiet, which is a nice touch if you are trying to be discreet, though let's be honest, with a lens this wide, you are rarely being subtle. The optics are sharp, and Canon's coatings do a surprisingly good job of keeping ghosting and flare under control, even when you have a bright light source creeping into the edge of the frame. One thing that might catch you off guard is the rear gel filter holder. It is a clever way to keep the front element clean and unobstructed, but it does mean you have to be a bit more deliberate if you are the type who likes to slap on a neutral density filter on the fly. It is a bit of a niche tool, sure, but it is one of those lenses that forces you to rethink your composition. You cannot just point and shoot with this. You have to get close, get low, and really commit to the angle. It is not the kind of lens you keep on your camera for a casual walk in the park, but for those moments where you need to capture the sheer scale of a room or create a perspective that feels larger than life, it is pretty much unmatched. If there is a downside, it is that the extreme distortion can be a bit much for everyday work, and it definitely takes some practice to keep your own feet or tripod legs out of the shot. But once you get the hang of it, the results are just plain fun. It is a specialized piece of gear, but for the right photographer, it is an absolute blast to use.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.